75 furious games of Paddle War. I guess he has to keep himself amused somehow on the what's a relatively long trip. Still, making it all the way across the galaxy in just 75 games of Paddle War, that's pretty impressive. What's this music, though? Sounds weirdly... I think Baroque is the word I'm looking for. Anyway. Hello everyone, this is Arafel and playing Commander Keen, Episode 5. And before going back to where we were before, yeah, I had it pointed out to me that there seems to be something outside of the first level. You start here, that's more decoration than anything else, but I think it was over here. Yeah, there's an enemy wandering around out there. There's some holes. So, yeah, can you get there? And if so, how? So far, I'm not seeing anything that looks suspicious. There's a ledge up there, can't get to it from here. Yeah, these slopes are like this on purpose. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and put on God mode since we're exploring. And the jump sheet. Okay, there's like, looks like an exhaust port there, but you can't just go through the wall. Yeah, and this is the top of the level and the exit, so I'm not seeing anything so far. That's all death stuff, so that's not going to be it. Over here. Could there be a way you can get out on the other side? Yeah, nothing here. You can see the planet down there that's in orbit around, and looks like some kind of base on the surface. Yeah, you'd think you'd be able to see any hidden passages in this wall because of their perspective, but maybe in the ceiling. Is that deliberate? So if I go up as high as I can... Yeah, you can go across the top here. So let's turn off the jump cheat, see if I can get there legitimately. Yeah, looks like you need to impossible pogo trick off of this. Yes, you can get here legitimately. Maybe there's a pole or something? Yeah, it seems like I was climbing something there. Okay, you need to pogo, and then get off the pogo. You can climb across the top of the level here. You fall over here, and this is how you get to this. And... is that some kind of item over there? There's a shot hidden in the ceiling. So this is where we fell down, except it doesn't seem like you can go back up. Yes, you can. Never mind. You just need to be in exactly the right spot. There's a spot somewhere over here that has some shots. There's more there. But yeah, there's something down there. Are these the... yeah, these are this game's one-ups. So there are just a bunch of extra lives at the side of the first level, and then another exit so you can finish it. That's fascinating. Then again, they did have something in Keen 4 similar to that in the first level, where you could kind of climb outside the underground part of the Slug Village. Was that even the Slug Village, or is that the second level that was the Slug Village? Anyway. So yeah, last time we cleared up through... Yeah, this was the elevator from the entry area, so... There was the first level there, at the second level, then there's this... I think it's supposed to be like a turbo lift, but it's functionally a teleporter. Cleared these 2 levels out, and it said that was one of 4 things we need to open the main elevator, so there's... Looks like there's another one to this left, another one to the right, and another one up here. So, let's go clockwise. Looks like we need to get through another sub-level before we can get to that, so this was... yeah, DT... which was the same as all the other ones walking the way, I think. It's E... F... S. No idea what that means. But it presumably stands for something. Yeah, DT is for Defense Tunnel. Fluke. Hey, this was the level we saw in the demo. The title screen demo, not the... Yeah, not like a playable demo of the game. Awfully noisy background there. That looks like it's basically a mad mushroom. Wait. There's stuff up here. Yeah, they really like lighting things in walls and ceilings. Okay, this is a little more complicated than the mad mushrooms, but similar idea. And those things are just evil. I don't think you can even shoot them. I believe I tried and nothing really happened. Oh, that's not what I was trying to shoot, but... Alright, we'll need a red key here. Come up here to get some more points and shots. Yeah, but it's seeming like ammunition's not really going to be a problem, which is good. But kind of unexpected, because I don't feel like I've been getting that much. And I do feel like I've been doing a lot of shooting. There's a security card, which we'll probably need to open the exit. Yeah, I don't know if those kill you or if they just get in the way, but no sense taking chances. Just barely shot that in time. Yeah, these slopes are deliberately intended to get in your way of shooting things. Let's call this Defense Tunnel 2. Yeah, there is space to stand between those. I very much doubt you can shoot them. So I'm not even going to waste ammo trying. This opens. Here's the yellow key. That was quick. Thought there might be something hidden in the ceiling there, but apparently not. It feels kind of weird to me that you can shoot what appear to be robots with what's called a neural stunner. I'm going to save and see if I can get that. Yep. It feels dangerous, but it's not that bad. There's writing here. It's P-U-S-H M-E. Push me. Is that something I can stand on? Okay, got really lucky there. There's a little bit of space between those zappy things. More space than you think, apparently. Yeah, I'm not sure what that sign is referring to, unless it's push the switch to get across. And this is a weirdly unpredictable ride. Yep, there's stuff hidden behind here, of course. I suppose that's not quite, of course, but it's exactly the kind of thing they tend to do. There's the exit, and we do have the key to escape, but there's more to the level down below. But yeah, I'll investigate this. Got 2 shots off there in rapid succession. Yeah, there's more points over there in the side of the death field. Okay, so there's not much down here, but there's some things. There's extra shots. It's worth the trouble. Yeah, and I think I determined last time those don't hurt you on contact, unlike the dart shooters in Keen 4. Which is kind of weird. The shooting thing's got a downgrade between games. Anyway, this is, again, EFS, so... Energy Flow Systems. That looks kind of like something gloating at us. Or maybe like a general barking out orders. Right, you don't get much of a jump off a pole. But you can shoot. Which, unsurprisingly, goes in the direction you are facing. Okay, that ceiling's solid. And we need a red gem. Which is just right here. And it looks like a big death bot down here. Yeah, you can just pelt them with shots and it does nothing. I have no idea how I survived that. Alright, that's an F. So I guess I'll need to find an F switch somewhere. Oh wait, is God mode still on? God mode is still on. I don't understand why that stays on when you load a game. Okay, let's come back here to do this legit then. This accidentally wasn't. Yeah, nothing really remarkable in this stage, though. Yep, more stuff there. Yeah, anytime there's something like that, be suspicious. But yeah, this still don't hurt you. It's not just an accidentally having God mode thing on, it's just they don't hurt you. Only the shot itself does. Okay, energy flow systems for real this time. I don't know what's over there, but I assume if we're being given a red key, we're going to need it. Especially with the locked red thing up here. And they're not keys, they're gems, although they're functionally keys. If we get a yellow gem. We need that up there, maybe? No, that green gem for that. But we'll probably need the yellow gem to get the green gem, or maybe it's yellow to blue to green. Yeah, and these are solid. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe when I got lucky and got between the death things on the floor before, that was not so much luck as oops, God mode is still on, and I would have died if it hadn't been. It's weird, you have to look up to get those. There's something here. Okay, it just comes over here, and there's something in the ceiling. Okay, that's probably it then. Yeah, you might need a duck to get through here. That's not what I was trying to do, obviously. Although, it looks like there was a life keg down there. So there may be a way to get there in one piece, or it might just be die in the right way and you collect it while you're bouncing along. I'm going to go investigate. Okay, this connects to something over here. Yeah, it looks like you can jump down there, get to the... I can probably get back to. Okay, fair enough. Turn off the cheat code again, and go back to playing the level normally. Didn't go up here last time. Some bonus points. I know this is safe because I saw that earlier. Yeah, we need the blue gem here. Yeah, that It looks like there was enough space to stand on the side, but apparently not. So, need the blue key there. I just look at the sugar. It's a lot of points for basically no effort. Not sure what those signs are supposed to mean. Probably just don't come in here. And that was not a good decision. I do kind of like the music though. It has a, I don't know, definitely an energy to it. Yeah, I suspect that's just a generic keep out sign that you can safely ignore. There might be some... Never mind. I was going to say there might be something above here that you could get by going over the bouncing thing, but it looks like the opening's actually here. And there doesn't seem to be anything in it. Yeah, I timed that wrong. Yeah, I'm hearing his head hit the ceiling. So, yeah, there's just nothing in there as far as I can tell. Alright, this time let's save here. So if I foul this up again... There. That's what I was trying to do. That was pretty sad, though. That's even better. And yet there is a doorway up here. But I need the green key, which I don't have yet. Right? Yeah, I have yellow. Kind of lucked out there. Not there, though. Yeah, I think those follow the slopes up and down, so you can't just wait for it to go the other way when it hits the edge of the flat part. Yeah, so I think I need to get to the right. And I think the safest way to do that is probably from the poles at the beginning of the stage. Yes, yeah, that reminds me of the fire guys in Keen 4. That just, they get in your way and there's not much you can do about them. Okay, you don't need a duck there. But you do need to look up to collect those while riding by, which is just weird. Yeah, there's just a few extra points in the ceiling there for no apparent reason. Wait for that to come back. Okay, science. If you are looking up when you go past here, do you get knocked off the platform? You do. So I feel like this is something that in Keen 4 you would have needed to duck to get past that, but here his kind of crouched over stance makes him lower to begin with, so you don't need to duck. I saw the green key over there. How do I get to it? Now, I need the blue key. And the blue key will be down in this mess. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, and somewhere there's something I can toggle to get into the sugar there. Okay. So I know there's a secret passage here, so I'm going to save in case it's impossible to come back, but it shouldn't be. Oh, there's Romero. Oh, creator signing his name, John Romero, even. Okay, some extra points there if you kind of loop around. And you can get out easily. A button there. Okay, that opened the sugar. Yeah, and there's an F on both of them, so that's the indication that they're connected. Yeah, free points. Well, relatively free. We'll take this back up here. That will take us to the blue door. Eventually. I think it was just up here. Alright. Really? Wait, I kind of think that that's not standard galactic alphabet. Does that just say ow? There's a Shikadi. We know we can shoot them, but it takes, I think, 4 shots. So probably better just to avoid them. Assuming it's possible, which it is here. So green door was over to the right and up in here. Alright, I think this is the same sign we saw on the other thing about this being fragile. Yeah, warning. Fuse. Yeah, fuse structure. Fragile, I think is what it said. Not sure why destroying fuses would unlock an elevator, but one of the 4 machines protecting the main elevator shaft is toast. I don't know, maybe these are powering the securities that keeping it shut? Don't ask too many questions. Defense Tunnel Town. There's another death bot. And a little mini something. Yep. There is stuff to the side here. Yeah, and those just explode when they get close to you. So I think they're like those creatures in Keen 3 that are just kind of there, but never a threat in any way. Yeah, anytime there's a flat ceiling with a large space above it, there's a good chance there's something in it. Okay, need a red key for that. But where? Where's this tunnel? That just lets you skip past those. Do I need to get past the robot? I'm not seeing anything else. Okay, Defense Tunnel 3. Okay, can I do that? Yeah, that does not work. Yeah, how do I get past that thing? Is there another way to approach this? No. Can you maybe shoot them in the back? I don't think I can even pogo past this. Oh, those are climbable. So I guess you have to do that. Okay, it's awkward, but it's not impossible. But yeah, I do not like the invincible death robots with massive guns and rapid fire. And that looks like another spot that would hide something. There's a yellow gem. Keep saving periodically. Where do I want to go? Can you duck under these? Because I don't see how else you'd get through here. A bunch of pixie sticks and some guns, and apparently that's it. I'm a little disappointed. That was not worth the risk. I saw something moving and shot on reflex, but it was not harmful. I did see one of those things climbing the pole around here, so... Where did it go? There's a green key. Gem. I overcorrected my position there. Yeah, so nothing of interest down there. Yeah, there's the... Where did it go? Earlier. It just... Maybe it just wandered off to the right? Alright, the green key was up here. Gem. Yeah, these I think are just... No, they can't hurt you. Okay then. So these are not the same as the harmless creatures in Keen 3. But the ones I saw earlier were just blowing up on their own for no apparent reason. So... what triggers them? Yeah, that's not that difficult to get. Alright, I'm hearing something strange. Maybe just that snowflake-looking thing bouncing around up there. You can't grab on those? Okay, then. Okay, it's not the blue one we have. Yeah, it's that thing bouncing that I'm hearing. pretty predictable, so not that bad. But yeah, we have a green key to get in here and a blue key to get down there. Which do we actually want to go to? Possibly both. But in which order? Ah. That has the security key. So you do need to go past it. And I think I saw poles on the ceiling again. That was closer than I would have liked. Okay, they're not that bad. You just have to know what you're doing. And there's a one-up down there. I thought I was going through the wall there, but I guess not. This wall, though. Okay, I can exit, but I want to figure out how to get to that. There's a doorway there. We saw a doorway earlier in the level. So they're probably connected, but how do you get to that doorway? Where was it? Yeah, they don't hurt you unless they explode. But what makes them explode? Turn God mode on to explore. Where did I see that door? There. There's the passage through the ceiling here, but I don't think that would connect to it. Here. Maybe? Okay, you have to pogo up. Okay. Yeah, let's just do this to... Yeah, it's a weird shape. So it's not that you have to pogo up, it's that you have to be in the right spot and go up there. And yeah, there's that thing to bypass the laser beams. That little alcove above the one snowflake. Anything here? Nope, just the replacement for life water that I forget what they called it. Okay. Don't think I would have found that on my own. Yeah, this was just this guy with the security card. Come to think of it, have we seen a level since the first one that you didn't need a security card to exit? Not counting the ones where you destroy the fuses. There's more alcoves in the ceiling here. Okay, so we've got one more of those to do. Got another defense tunnel and another thing over here, so I'm feeling like this is a good time to stop, so until next time, this has been Arafon playing Commander Keen 5, and yeah. Music here is kind of a bob. Again, it's feeling very like, not disco, but what's it called? It's like, I think it's like 60s or 70s music. That's kind of, well, this. Anyway, feel free to check out the archives for the rest of the series to this point and miscellaneous other stuff. And on Mondays and Thursdays, I'm posting videos from a indie Japanese RPG series called Lady Night Saga. So if you're interested in that or anything else, feel free to check it out. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend and stay safe out there.